Hello, today we're using ManageEngine Mobile Device Manager to deploy a Contactzilla address book to an iPhone's native contacts app. ManageEngine works seamlessly with Contactzilla, and you can deploy an address book in a matter of moments. And one reason it's becoming popular with smaller organizations is that it offers a fully featured free edition for up to 25 devices, which is quite unique in the MDM space. So the setup is very simple. In just a minute, we're going to generate and download a mobile config file for our Contactzilla address book, upload that mobile config into a ManageEngine iOS profile, and then assign that profile to your device group in ManageEngine and watch those contacts arrive directly in the native contacts app on the iPhone almost instantly. I'm going to assume that you already have iPhones enrolled in ManageEngine and that you have a device group set up. In my case, I have a device group here called iOS Skyline Field Devices with an iPhone enrolled. So with that in place, let's head over to the Contactzilla dashboard to generate the configuration profile that we need. So here in Contactzilla, I've clicked on the address book that we want to deploy, and I've clicked on Device Connections. And the first thing I'm going to do is select iOS from the drop-down here for connection type. The next step is to assign the connection to a team member. So in Contactzilla, you can assign a connection directly to any team member, and that's useful if you just want to get contacts onto that person's phone individually. They can scan a QR code and set it up themselves very easily. But for MDM rollouts, we use a special kind of user called an MDM user, which is a device-only account. So let's create one now. I'll head over to Team Members and add an MDM user device-only access. The email address here is arbitrary, so you can put anything in there. Hit Add, and that's done. You'll see that MDM user added here under Team Members. Let's head back over to Device Connections, and I'm going to select that new MDM user we just created. Label sync, I'm just going to leave as the default setting, and now decide on the access level for the end users. So for most managed rollouts, full read-only is a popular choice because it prevents any accidental changes to your master contact list. You can, of course, do a full read-write rollout, giving the end users the ability to edit contacts. And if you do select that, we have a handy feature just here to give them that editing capability, but still prevent them from deleting any contacts. And I do want to touch on selective read-only because it's a very useful feature. You don't have to send the entire address book to every device. Instead, you can choose one or more labels, and only the contacts with those labels are deployed to the devices. So if I just add a couple here and hit create, you can see my selective read-only rollout is here ready to go. But I'm going to go with a read-only. And finally, you want to set the number of device connections to match your rollout, and then click Create. And under the newly created device connection here, if I click Setup, I can download the mobile config file, which has everything we need to set up our policy in ManageEngine. So I'm switching back to ManageEngine now, and I'm under the Device Management tab. I'm going to choose Profiles from the left, and then the Create Profile dropdown followed by iOS. For the profile name here, I'm going with iOS Contactzilla Project Cascade Tower to reference the name of my address book, which will be useful later if I roll out additional address books. I'll hit continue, and we're now onto the profile configuration screen. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom here on the left until we get to custom configuration. And here I can just upload or drag and drop the Contactzilla mobile config we downloaded a minute ago. Disregard the info message here and hit save. I'm going to hit publish, and now I'm given an opportunity to get this policy associated with a device group by clicking on this link at the top. Select your device group here, and from the action drop-down, choose Associate Profile. And from this screen, I can select the profile we just created, and just before I hit Associate, I'll pull up my iPhone screen here, and you can see there are currently no address books or contacts. Let's now hit Associate. And very quickly, you can see the address book is populating here in the native Contacts app. All of our Contactzilla labels are presented as lists, so your contacts are organized perfectly. Let's go into this project managers list here, for example, and any changes I make back over in our Contactzilla dashboard. So let's first apply a filter for project managers. And I'm going to take this contact Anna Brown here and make a change to her name. Well, those changes will be deployed to the devices in your ManageEngine group. And you can see that that's updating already on the phone. And that is all there is to it. We have successfully synced our Contactzilla address book to our ManageEngine device group. And if you'd like to test this out yourself on our free Contactzilla trial, please click the link in the description below.